Stayed at the Wayah Bald shelter last night. The shelter is very nice. Down there it's got a privy. Water's a little bit of a walk from here, like 2/10 of a mile. Slept there last night. That will probably be my last tent site of the Appalachian Trail. I will talk a little bit more about this later. Ouch, dang it. I am heading back to Wayah Bald, where I came from yesterday. And I will go back there and then I will take the gravel road down about 4 miles. I'm being picked up down there. This is a really nice area. Lots of tent sites. I will be picked up down there by Sunsets from Chicken Sunsets shuttles. I'll talk more about it later. Yeah. This beautiful morning. It's going to be another beautiful day. I'm heading back up to the trail. That direction. Alrighty. Oh, it's so tough being directionally challenged sometimes. So I'm headed up to Wayah Bald, like I said. And then I think that might be the Bartram Trail. I'm not sure. I think the yellow blazes are the Bartram Trail. I'm trying to piece that information together, but so everything I came down yesterday, I will head back up until I get to Wayah Bald. I'll take a right and head down a gravel road, or a Forest Service road, to get me to my shuttle, like I said, to get to the NOC. I have a tent coming into the NOC, so that's where I will end up for the night. I will figure out what my plan is from there. I don't know that I'll directly fly home. My biggest dream for this hike was to get through the Smokies. It's not a good idea for me to head into this a 5 to 7 day stretch with a knee that's not working. So I'm gonna maybe see about renting a car and going to see the Smokies that way, and then heading home from there. It's also not feasible for me to section hike the Appalachian Trail because I'm from Washington. So yeah, again, I'll talk more about that later, but that's kind of my plan for the next couple of days. Getting towards renting a car and going and seeing the Smokies, and then figuring out what's after that. My knee didn't start clicking and shifting until I started coming down from Wayah Bald. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed up there and exited from Wayah Bald. My kneecap started shifting. And so to give a little bit more detail, I don't have cartilage in any of the 3 compartments in my knee. I've had it rebuilt. It's offloaded the kneecap where there's a little bit more cartilage, and aligned it like it should have been years ago, you know, or from birth. But when it shifts a little bit, where it's bone on bone, and it feels like there's a little piece of cartilage that's just hung up in there, it feels like somebody sticking a hot knife in your knee. So for about a mile coming down yesterday from Wayah Bald to the shelter, it did that the whole way. Kept me awake last night. Like I told my husband, it's time to exit trail. Like I said, my biggest goal was to make it through the Smokies, knowing that my knee probably would fail on me. But I'm still going to see the Smokies while I'm here. That's where my dad's family's from, and I'd like to go and see the area again. I haven't seen it since I was a little girl. Go from there. Then I'll probably head home, where I get to see my hubby, who I've missed a lot, and see how he's doing. And yeah, that's really all I have for now. So one thing that I like about the Appalachian Trail that's a little bit different than the PCT is there is easy access to exiting if you get sick or if you had to bail out or you get injured. So a lot of the roads, like this one, the Forest Service roads and some of the back roads, my understanding, are closed seasonally between January 1st and April 1st. So the people that are getting on trail later will have more access to shuttles that can get to these gaps and places. Like if it was later in the season, somebody could have drove up to Wayah Bald and actually gotten me. A shuttle could have. But since this road is closed, I'm having to hike 4 miles down to Wayah Gap where they can pick me up. But yeah, so people that are coming later will have like even easier access to being picked up by shuttle if they get sick or injured. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. With the PCT, you're back in a more of a remote area. So I mean, your options are to, call for a rescue or just hope that you can make it to town. I need to go on the other side of the road. My knee is killing me. Let's see if this helps. So the road is kind of sloped, so my knee is not liking that side. So we're gonna try this side. But yeah, I really like that. So just know that when you get out there, if you're like, I can't, like, just look and see if there's like a gap or one of the shuttles. Chica and Sunsets is what I'm using today, and super knowledgeable. I was gonna go to Burning Town and get to the road there, and he said if I go back a mile up and then come down this road here, it's gonna be way easier on my knee than going the other direction. So he's very knowledgeable about, he understands you're hurt. This is gonna be a better route. This is where I can meet you. The road is still closed up to there, but it's an easy walk with this gravel road down. So it seems like all the shuttle drivers are very knowledgeable. So just hit them up if you run into trouble and see if there's a way that they can get to you to get you down into town. So I'm having really good luck with them. All right, probably not much to show you today. I will show you around the NOC. I'm going to go to the NOC. I've got a room booked at Dogwood, so I will stay there tonight, and I've already booked it for tomorrow, so I'll stay 2 nights, figure out what my plan is moving forward. And yeah, so I'm super bummed out right now, but this isn't the first time that I've been bummed out by my knee or feet or body. So it is what it is. I'm not able to run anymore, so I can still hike. I can't through hike obviously anymore, but I can still hike. So there's that, and I am thankful and blessed for that. So yeah, should be a pretty walk down. So you can still see kind of the mountains from here. I think it's just going to be a gradual downhill for 4 miles till I get to that road. So all that climbing I did yesterday, I'm just going back down. But I won't have to step over stones or roots or rocks. So that should help my knee a little bit. But yep, sorry, I'm probably disappointing a few people that wanted to follow along on my journey. And I was really hoping to make it. But I also know, being 55, that I need to listen to my body, or it's going to end up costing me in the end. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm definitely making the right call. I'm struggling to get upstairs right now, and my knee is shifting over a little bit. I'm hoping it's just a little bit of swelling or a little bit of cartilage stuck in that kneecap or behind the kneecap that's causing it to shift a little bit and cause the pain that I'm having. I'm hoping rest will make it better. I ran into multiple people that have asked if rest would help. I do think rest would help but I'm not going to get back out on trail because the same thing is going to happen. So my through hiking days are over, and I knew that was coming. So, but we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna go see some sights. You guys are welcome to come along. I'm gonna go maybe try to check out like McAfee Knob, if I can get to it. The Smokies. I'm gonna go see some things. Cades Cove. I'm gonna go check that out. But yeah, love to have you guys along. But I will officially be coming off the Appalachian Trail.